Men's tennis brings home conference honors.
And track and field had a busy weekend.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Welcome into the Penguin Rundown. Christina Stanovich alongside Richie Giuliano. Richie, it's been a while since we've been up here. You know, sports have been in action. It's getting a lot warmer. We're both a little bit sunburned. I was at baseball on Tuesday up in Pitt, and then you were at softball all weekend.
Yeah.
But before we get started with that, you're going to start us with some track and field.
Yes. The track and field team had a busy weekend, participating in 3 different meets. On April 12th at the Miami Hurricane Alumni Invitational, Chad Zallo faced tip competition in the 110-meter hurdles. He finished 9th in a field that included an Olympic gold medalist in Omar McLeod. Then in men's javelin, Noah Drudy claimed 3rd with a throw of 60.81 meters. On the same day at the Westminster Invitational, Sammy Dyson won women's hammer throw, while Joe Pfeffer claimed 1st in the event for the men. Then Saturday, the team put on a dominating performances for day 2 of both meets. At the Miami Hurricane Alumni Invitational, Dom Westbay placed 3rd in shot put with a throw of 16.87 meters, which was good enough for the 5th best in YSU history. Caitlin Merwin finished 5th for the women, throwing 14.42 meters, far enough to become the 4th furthest in YSU history as well. Chantel Fills would snag a 5th place finish in triple jump while claiming the 2nd best mark in YSU history at 12.36 meters. At the Westminster Invitational, the Penguins earned 13 first-place finishes across 11 different events on both the men's and women's side. Notable performances coming from the distance runners. Sean Peterson running the 2nd fastest time in school history with the 1,500-meter run, and Ryan Sullivan coming within 1 second of the school record for the 5,000-meter run. Matthew Magnus finished 1st in the 10,000-meter run, and field victories were highlighted by Dylan Latone and Wyatt Lefker finishing 1st and 2nd in pole vault. Sammy Dyson won both shot put and discus. And for the runners, Antonella LaMonica was victorious in the 100-meter dash, while Josh Beaumont finished 3rd for the men. Both LaMonica and Beaumont would later win the 200-meter dash. Then at the Bison Outdoor Classic, Jennifer Mullenkamp recorded the 4th fastest 10,000-meter run time in program history with a time of 36 minutes and 34.8 seconds. On Sunday, they finished up with Natalie Fleming running the 2nd fastest 800-meter run in school history at 2 minutes and 13.52 seconds. As well, on Tuesday, junior Chantel Fills was named the Nike Horizon League Women's Field Athlete of the Week for her performance at the Hurricane Alumni Invitational. For much more on the team's excellent performances this past weekend, check out YSUSports.com. The team returns to action Friday at the Duke and the Ashland Alumni Invitationals.
It was a good weekend for the men's tennis team as they claimed 2 Horizon League victories on the road. Their first win came against the Northern Kentucky Norse. Youngstown State defeated the Norse 5-2. Seniors Danilo Vermachuk and Yossi Dahan, junior Jao Gredo, and freshman Eric Goran all claimed singles victories. Youngstown State swept the doubles matches en route to claiming the win. The team then returned to the state of Ohio to face the Wright State Raiders. Youngstown State took a dominant 6-1 victory. YSU claimed all but 1 singles match. Junior Pole Virgili Blanco joined his teammates previously mentioned in winning singles matches. The Gredo and Vermachuk tandem claimed a doubles win, as well as the Blanco and Dahan duo. As well as senior Danilo Vermachuk was named the Nike Horizon League Men's Tennis Singles Player of the Week. The Penguins will come home to conclude their spring campaign this weekend. On Friday, they will face the USC Flames at their Western Reserve Tennis Center in Streetsboro. Saturday, they will face the IUPUI Jaguars at the Avalon Athletic Club in Boardman. The women's tennis team traveled down to Cincinnati, Ohio this weekend to take on Northern Kentucky. It was a gritty effort, yet they would end up losing the match 4-3. The Gwens picked up 2 doubles victories, but the Norse would end up taking 4 singles en route to the defeat. The team then traveled to Cedarville, Ohio, where they would lose to Wright State in another 4-3 match. Amon Hasim and Tamara Tufel would win in doubles, and Lucia Zagar would get a singles win along with Tufel. Cassandra Moralea would then be defeated by Jillian Milano in singles, securing the match for the Raiders. The Penguins are back home to close out their season. Friday, they host UIC at the Western Reserve Tennis Center in Streetsboro, and IUPUI on Saturday in Boardman at the Avalon Athletic Club.
The men's golf team competed in the Southern Intercollegiate on Monday. They finished with a 2-round score of 611, falling to 10th place. Zach Ford and Kevin Schur led the team, posting 149 and 150 respectively. Ford's under-par score of 69 in the third round was YSU's best single-round score of the day. The Penguins have a break this weekend, but are shifting gears to prepare for the Horizon League Championships on April 21st through the 23rd. Make sure to check out YSUsports.com for news as it becomes available. As for the women's golf team, they held their spring invitational. The team would shoot a combined .298, good enough to secure the victory. The Gwins had 4 golfers finish in the top 10 individually. Caitlin Shutt finished in a 3-way tie for first, shooting at an even par 72. Her performance was good enough to earn her Nike Horizon League Co-Women's Golfer of the Week. Puthita Conrudi finished fourth with a 1 over par 73, while Jenna Vivo shot at a 76 en route to tie for sixth. Ratika Sitagul finished with a 77 to finish a tie for eighth. Sitagul has now finished in the top 10 in her last 4 tournaments. Victoria Grant sat 1 stroke behind at 78 to finish tied for 11th. Next, the Gwins will prepare for competition at the Horizon League Championships on April 21st through the 23rd in Florida. For more on the women's golf team, we'll send it over to Chris Colella at the Roundtable.
Thanks, guys. I'm Chris Colella here at the Roundtable, joined by junior golfer Caitlin Shutt. Caitlin, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. So right at the top, you were named the Horizon League Co-Women's Golfer of the Week. What does an honor like that mean to you?
It means a lot. It's the second time that's happened this season, I believe, or this year. And yeah, the other co-golfer is Kayla Newmeister. We grew up together playing high school golf. She goes to Cleveland State, so yeah, it was a great honor to share that with her.
That's pretty ironic. Did you have like any communication with her about it the last couple of days about it?
Yeah, I texted her today, and I told her congratulations. But she was actually at our tournament this weekend, so I got to see her then. So
that's pretty exciting and ironic. Yeah. That is. So over the weekend, you tied for medalist honors, shooting an even par 72. On the round on Saturday, it featured 5 birdies and 8 pars, making par or better on 7 straight holes. What's going through your mind out on the course when you're locked in like that?
It's just to stay calm. So when birdies happen, you're like most calm. You know, you're not trying to force things. Things just happen for you. So when you make a couple bogeys, you just gotta stay the course, stay patient, and things will come.
Is it more about maybe letting the club do the work rather than trying to make all kinds of adjustments mid-round? Is that pretty tough to do?
Yeah. So if things go wrong or if things aren't going perfect, you just kind of have to play into that. So, yeah, that's what you do.
Makes sense. So this is your 5th top 5 finish of the season, your 7th top 10 finish. How do you prepare for tournaments, whether it be going onto the driving range, working on things, chipping onto the putting green, or is it more like a week-by-week thing, figuring out what you need to work on?
Yeah, it's kind of week by week. Every week you have a little bit of different things that you need to work on, whether it be off the tee, irons, whatever. My putter's been, my savior a little bit throughout the season, so it's been a lot of long game work, making sure I don't get myself into trouble and just, stay in the course.
Understandable. So which do you rely on a little more? Maybe your short game, or do you rely on the long game to get you pretty close to the pin?
I rely on my wedges and my short game putting a little bit more. I mean, it's nice. I'm kind of a long hitter, so it's nice to be able to get it that far. But yeah, short game is definitely important.
So there's 4 other Penguins going into the team side of things that finished in the top 10 individually last weekend. Another that tied for 11th, resulting in the team's 4th victory of the season. How does it feel around the team, that is, mindset-wise, going into the Horizon League Championships this weekend and everybody firing all cylinders like this?
It's really exciting. We haven't really had a successful season like this in a while, since I've been here. So to be fresh off of a win, to go down to Horizon League, I think it gives us a little bit of a confidence boost, but we still have to handle what we have to handle.
Right. Now, lastly, you extended your single-season school record for rounds of shooting par or better to 7, and you also have 9 career rounds of shooting par or better, tying your current assistant coach, Emily Dixon. What does that mean to you, and how do you feel about that kind of accomplishment?
It's great, actually. I worked really hard this summer. I put in a lot of time, and to come into the fall, on fire was great, but to have held that through the spring is really important. So. And
with a whole another year to go, that record's pretty close.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for my senior year. I hope that things go well and continue to go well. So.
All right. Well, you can catch the golf team this weekend as they will head down to Florida for the Horizon League Championships. Richie and Christina, back to you.
Thanks again, Caitlin, for coming to talk to us, and good luck to the entire women's golf team this weekend. The softball team had an exciting weekend, sweeping Cleveland State in a 3-game series. On Friday, Freshman Addie Jarvis pitched a shutout, marking her 10th win and her 5th shutout with a 3-0 final. This marks the 4th season in a row that the YSU freshman has won at least 10 games. On Saturday, the Penguins celebrated Senior Day with a doubleheader, winning the first game 2-1 and the second game 4-2. Sophomore Ellie Buffenberger pitched 6 innings, allowing only 1 run. Jarvis came in for the 7th inning, getting her first career save. In Game 2, senior Paige Jean Angel took the mound, giving up no earned runs for her 4th win of the season. The Penguins came home Tuesday and Wednesday for a 3-game series. On Tuesday, Jarvis and freshman Grace Sia led the team to a 2-0 victory. Jarvis had 10 strikeouts and Sia hit a solo shot. Despite a standout performance by senior Danny Dadig, who went a career best 3 for 3, the Gwens unfortunately lost the second game 14-6. Our very own Noah Ricks had the chance to catch up with Dadig after the game.
What was the main factor that helped you guys win Game 1?
Game 1, we definitely worked as a team, and we were just, doing those key situations. So Grace had a nice solo shot, and then Maddie was able to get on base, and then Alex had the squeeze play. So really just working together as a team and getting those 2 runs helped us win the game.
And how did it feel knowing you were a home run away from a cycle?
Pretty exciting, but, we obviously want the win at the end of the day, so that's the most important thing.
Were you more comfortable in Game 2 than Game 1?
Honestly, I had the same approach in both Game 1 and Game 2, just staying confident and relaxed at the plate. And, obviously I just had a little bit more success in Game 2, so just keeping my same approach.
What did you guys learn in Game 2 that will help you through the rest of the conference schedule?
Yeah, so we're definitely excited to get back at it tomorrow and, just stay focused throughout the whole entire game, even when we get down, just to remain calm and positive and know that we can really work together as a team to get the win at the end of the day.
And that was Danny Dadig. I am Noah Ricks from Penguin Rundown.
Thanks, Danny. For stats and scores from Wednesday's game, visit YSUSports.com. Dolan will be back in action next Tuesday and Wednesday versus Northern Kentucky.
The baseball team traveled north for a Horizon League series against Milwaukee over the weekend. Unfortunately, the Gwens, they were swept as the Panthers came out on top in all 3 games, outscoring YSU 48-13. A bright spot for the Gwens, however, was Blaze Glenn. His bat continued to stay hot as he registered 5 RBIs during the 3-game series, 4 of them coming from 2-run homers on Saturday. On Tuesday, the team will take the short trip over to Pittsburgh for the series finale against Pitt. After falling behind 8-0, the Gwens rallied in the 5th to cut the lead to 3. Unfortunately, Pitt would answer, backing on to win 16-6. This weekend, YSU will host Northern Kentucky, first a doubleheader on Thursday, and they'll wrap up that series on Friday at 5 p.m. Then the Penguins will play 2 midweek games at Eastwood Field, the first being on Tuesday against Ohio University, and then Wednesday against St. Bonaventure.
The women's and newly added men's swim and dive teams announced Tuesday that they have named Brad Smith as their new head coach. Smith served as the head coach at Binghamton for the past 5 years. He was the head coach at Western Colorado from 2012 to 2015 and assistant coach at Maine from 2009 to 2012. During his time at Binghamton, Smith coached 6 American East champions. In the 2017-2018 season, Smith guided the men's team to a runner-up finish. Good luck to Coach Smith and the Penguins swim and dive teams on their upcoming season. And now it's time for our Penguin Play of the Week. We're going to send it over to Kelsey Norris with more.
Thanks, guys. This week we head out to the Cavelli Sports Complex where Grace Sia's solo homer lifted the Penguins to a victory over Wright State. Let's check it out. And here we see Sia at bat with a hit right out of the park, the first run of the game. And it's right out of the park, out of the Cavelli Sports Complex, and we're going to see Sia take her victory lap around second and third base to bring it back home. This is the first run of the game, and we're going to see Grace Sia, we're going to see a slow-mo of that play right now. And an amazing hit. Nice job to Grace Sia and the rest of the softball team on a great season so far. Christina Ritchie, back to you.
Thanks, Kelsey. That'll just about do it for us here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUSports.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter at Penguin Rundown 1. And also this week, the men's basketball horse rundown versus athletes horse challenge was released on Monday, so be sure to check that out. We're going to have the link in the bio. And we will see you next Thursday, Penguin Nation. I'm Christina Stainovich.
And I'm Richard Giuliano.